Hello students. In the previous session, we discussed in detail about the process of spermatogenesis. Today, we are discussing about which one? Oogenesis, a very important 5-mark question. As you already know that the process of spermatogenesis will begin in the male only after attaining puberty, ಪ್ರಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, and once it start after attaining puberty, it occur throughout the life of the male, but with the advancing age, ಪ್ರಾಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದ ಹಾಗೆ the number of sperm, the quality of the sperm may decrease. So by this it is very clear, in male spermatogenesis will begin only after attaining what? Puberty. But in the female, the process of oogenesis will begin even before her birth. That means when the female baby is in the mother womb, that time only the oogenesis process has started. What actually happens before her birth? Okay, there are some cells called oogonia. Spermatogenesis alli adre spermatogonia, illi adre oogonia cells are present and they are diploid. These oogonia undergo continuous mitosis and produce millions of daughter cells, and all these daughter cells are formed by mitosis or meiosis? Mitosis. So I can write here, these are all what? Oogonia. How they are formed? They are formed by mitosis. How many? Millions. And all these oogonia are haploid or diploid? Diploid. Now, very important thing is, after birth, there is no further addition of oogonia or formation of oogonia. ಏನಾದರೂ oogonia formation ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ it should be formed before the birth of the female baby. Clear? Such millions of oogonia are formed. What next? All these oogonia immediately they enter meiosis 1. Okay, they enter meiosis 1, but arrested in, they are unable to complete meiosis 1, they get arrested in prophase 1 stage. As these oogonia get arrested in the prophase 1 stage, I call this cell as what? Primary oocyte. Okay, is there any difference between oogonia and primary oocyte? Yes, primary oocyte is the one which has entered meiosis 1 but unable to finish it off. It has arrested in ಯಾವ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ? prophase 1. ಮೆಟಾಫೇಸ್ 1 ಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. now it is still diploid. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ meiosis 1 ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. so such millions of what is formed? Primary oocyte are formed before her birth. Okay, after birth, if you count the number of primary oocyte in her each ovary, ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ನಂತರ ಅವಳ ಪ್ರತಿ ಓವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, she will be left with 2 to 20 lakh primary oocyte. From millions ಉಳಿಯೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು? 2 to 20 lakh primary oocyte. After attaining puberty, ಅದೇ ಫಿಮೇಲಿನ ಪ್ರತಿ ಓವರಿಯನ್ನ ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, after attaining puberty, hardly 60 to 80,000 primary oocyte will be left. Dear students, I repeat, before birth millions of primary oocyte. After birth in each ovary 2 to 20 lakh will be left. After attaining puberty, the number of primary oocyte left are just 60 to 80,000. The question is, what happened to the remaining? The remaining, in the course of development of that female child, they undergo degeneration, and that degeneration process can be called atracia. What is it called? Atracia. What is atracia? The process of degeneration of the oocytes. Hardly 60 to 80,000 will be left when she attains puberty. Now, what happens After birth, no change in the primary oocyte, they remain as such. When that female baby or the female attains puberty, why after attaining puberty? The answer is after attaining puberty, there is a synthesis of follicle stimulating hormone is produced by her pituitary gland. So FSH production agodrinda, under the influence of FSH, finally the primary oocyte complete what? Meiosis 1, which has arrested before birth. Meiosis 1 will complete only after attaining puberty. Okay, because of the completion of this one, totally how many daughter cells are formed? 2. Tell me, these daughter cells are equal or unequal size? Unequal size. In case of spermatogenesis, daughter cells are equal. In case of oogenesis, the daughter cells are unequal, and in which a tiny cell which is haploid is called first polar body. What is it called? First polar body, which is very small, which is haploid. Soon it undergo degeneration. It will not survive. Idu ಬದುಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ದಿನ. It will undergo what? Degeneration. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ available cytoplasm is very less. Whereas the another larger cell, I name it as ಏನಂತ ಕರೀಬಹುದು? Secondary oocyte, right? Will survive and it will once again enter. Okay, secondary oocyte, immediately it enter meiosis, what? Meiosis 2. Once again, what happens? Gets arrested, but gets arrested in metaphase. Okay, 2. I repeat, the secondary oocyte will survive, which then enter meiosis 2, but once again arrested in the metaphase 2. That arrested cell, I still call it as secondary oocyte. ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಈಗ secondary oocyte metaphase 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. I am not going to change the name. ಹೆಸರು ಸೇಮ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Okay. Now what happens? On 14th day of the menstrual cycle, 28 days period ಅಲ್ಲಿ, on middle of the menstrual cycle, that is on 14th day, the release of secondary oocyte will occur by the process called ovulation. Undergo ovulation. So what do you mean by ovulation? When we look into this word, we say it is the process of release of ova. Wrong. No, right? Not yet ova is formed. Innu kuda ova formation aglilla. Artha madikolli. Still it is under the process. It is in which state? Secondary oocyte form alli ide alva. Ee secondary oocyte on middle of the menstrual cycle, 14th day of the menstrual cycle, is released from the ovary. Dear students, not yet ova is formed. What itself released? Secondary oocyte is released by the ovary, and the process is called ovulation. Mark it as a 1 mark question. What is ovulation? The process of release of secondary oocyte by the ovary. Okay. Now assume, imagine ಮಾಡಿ, that secondary oocyte is collected by yarinda? Fimbriae. Through fallopian tube, it reaches to ampulla, right? Isthmus, ampulla, right? Infundibulum, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Ampulla. It is waiting in the ampulla for its friend whom? Sperm. Suppose if sperm reaches the secondary oocyte in ampullary region under the stimulation of fertilization, ಅಂದ್ರೆ sperm ಈ secondary oocyte ನ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಬರುವಾಗ, look at here, okay, assume that this is secondary oocyte. Okay, this is sperm. Tell me now, the fertilization or fusion is over? No. Fertilization, during fertilization, the entire sperm will ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್, ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರೀಚ್ಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ oocyte which is trying for which process? Fertilization process. Just before the completion of fertilization, just before entering inside the secondary oocyte, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುವ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೊದಲು what happens? This secondary oocyte complete meiosis 2. I write here, okay, just before completion of what? Completion of fertilization. Okay, fertilization, meiosis 2 will be completed. Very important, 2 will be completed. Okay, so meiosis 2 will not complete in the ovary. Meiosis 2 will complete in the ampullary region of the fallopian tube only when who stimulates it? Sperm. Okay, fertilization process has started, not yet complete. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ oocyteನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ oocyte, okay, complete meiosis 2 and totally divide into how many cell? Totally divide into 2 cell, equal or unequal? Unequal size. A tiny haploid cell called what? Second polar body, not secondary polar body. It is called second polar body. I am sure you know that. What will happen to second polar body? It will undergo degeneration. It will not survive. ಯಾಕೆ? Available cytoplasm is very less ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. It will undergo degeneration. Meanwhile, the another larger cell which is haploid will survive, and this is called what? What is it called? Ovum. Whether the process is clear, right? So try to understand now. I am repeating the same thing again and again. You have to understand this. It is a secondary oocyte. Okay, I label it. It is secondary oocyte. Just before the completion of fertilization, what happens is the secondary oocyte divides into how many cell? 2 cell. What are they? A tiny cell called second polar body and a larger called what? Ovum. Now look at here. As the sperm enter inside, this ovum itself, ಇದೇನಿದೀಗ ಓವಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೋ ಆವಾಗ ದ ಓವಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? Converted to zygote. Hope it is clear, right? Just before the completion of fertilization, secondary oocyte divide into 2 unequal cell, a tiny cell called second polar body, a larger called ovum. Once fertilization is complete, what do you mean by fertilization is complete? Sperm enter inside the ಓವಮ್. ಈಗ ಈ ಓವಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಆ ಓವಮ್ಮೇ ಏನಾಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಯ್ತು? ಈಗ zygote. This is how the entire process will continue. Now you may ask me, what will happen if the secondary oocyte has reached ampullary region? Okay, it has reached ampullary region, waiting for the sperm. If sperm does not reach, ಅವಳು sexual act ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಳಲ್ಲಿ sperm deposit ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, so sperm has not reached where? Ampulla ಗೆ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. What next? What happens is it will die in which stage itself? Secondary oocyte stage ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Is that clear? Sperm ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. If sperm does not reach ampulla, The secondary oocyte die in that stage itself. It is unable to complete meiosis II. This is all about the process of oogenesis. Now, one more very important thing when we discuss this, the spermatogenesis process, you know, it occur in close contact to Sertoli cell. Why? For the purpose of ನರಿಶ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗುವ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, ಇಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದವಾದ oogenesis ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, do these oocytes require nourishment or not? Yes, of course, these oocytes require what? They require nourishment. Who will nourish? The same thing I am going to explain you in the next 10 minutes. Now, to explain that, I am going to write the same thing once again. Focus ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನೇ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ in a very simple form. Okay? Now, tell me, before the birth of the female baby, that means during her embryonic stage only, embryo, female embryo, the ovary ಒಳಗಡೆ, inside the ovary, millions of what is formed? Oogonia is formed. How? By mitosis. All these oogonia enter meiosis I but arrested in the prophase I. That arrested oogonia is now called primary oocyte. Immediately after this, what actually happens is, I'm showing it in the drawing form. The primary oocyte, okay, yeah, let me use this. Imagine the primary oocyte which is diploid. What is this? Primary what? Oocyte. Okay, immediately after the formation gets covered by a layer of some spatial cell. Okay, these cells which cover the primary oocyte, these cells are called granulosa cells. Very important. What these cells are called? Granulosa cells, or the another name is follicular cells. Granulosa cells or follicular cells are formed. What is the function of granulosa? Number one, granulosa produces some fluids that help in the nourishment of primary oocyte. I repeat, granulosa, number one, it produces the fluid that help in the nourishment of which one? Primary oocyte. Andre nourishment idara kelasa anta aitu. Number two, granulosa cells produces female sex hormone called which one? Estrogen. It also produces female sex hormone called estrogen. Now, dear students, the primary oocyte which gets covered by a layer of granulosa cell, this entire structure we call it as what? Primary follicle. Okay, ಈ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್. ನೋ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ oocyte ಬೇರೆ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ oocyte ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಗ್ರಾನ್ಯುಲೋಸಾ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಒಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಹರ್ ಬರ್ತ್ millions of such primary follicles are formed. Remember, all these million primary oocyte got converted to what? Primary follicles. How many primary follicles are formed? Millions of primary follicles are formed when? Before the birth. Okay, the same line I am continuing here. Now, they remain in that stage itself. After birth, the left out primary follicle will be hardly how much? 2 to 20 lakh. After attaining puberty, the left out follicle will be hardly 60 to 80,000. Now, after attaining puberty, okay, under the influence of which one? Follicle stimulating hormone, a hormone that stimulate the primary follicle to convert the primary follicle to what? Secondary follicle. The primary follicle gets converted to secondary follicle only after attaining puberty Why? The answer is it requires the stimulation of FSH, which is produced only after attaining puberty. Now what happens? Iglu kuda, in this case also, okay, the oocyte is still yaudu? Primary oocyte. Okay, the oocyte is still primary oocyte, no change, it is not yet converted. Okay, but what happens during this period? The number of which cell? Granulosa cell increases and becomes how many layer? How many layer? In simple I can say multiple layers. Okay, multiple layer of what is formed? Granulosa are formed. Okay, which are then covered by an outermost layer called, okay, it is again covered by an outermost layer. This layer is called new theca layer. A theca layer is formed, a fibrous tissue layer is formed around this entire follicle. That fibrous tissue layer we call it as what? THECA, theca layer, and the entire structure is called secondary follicle. Now, why these granulosa are increasing? What is their job? Their job is to nourish the oocyte and to produce estrogen. Now, gradually what happens? The secondary follicle gets converted to what? Converted to tertiary follicle. When secondary follicle transforms to tertiary follicle, look at here, okay, during this period of time, the primary oocyte complete what? Meiosis 1. ಈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ oocyte ಏನು ಇದೆ? That complete which one? Meiosis 1 and divide into how many daughter cell? 2. Equal or unequal? Unequal cells, right? 2 unequal cells, a tiny haploid cell called first polar body and a larger cell called ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ? Secondary oocyte. Question ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, very important. Meanwhile what happens? The number of granulosa cell every time what happens? Increases. I repeat, what is the function of granulosa? They produce fluid. The fluid helps in the nourishment of the growing oocyte. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, as every time the number of follicular cell increases, follicular cell nothing but granulosa cell increases, the fluid secreted will also increases. ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು fluid produce ಆಯಿತು. Okay, ಅಷ್ಟು fluid, that much fluid is not necessary for the oocyte. So that excess fluid, ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು fluid ಏನು produce ಆಗಿದೆ, all that fluid accumulates at one place by creating a fluid filled cavity. Can you see? Very important. The fluid filled cavity for the first time found in which follicle? Tertiary follicle is called what? Antrum. One mark question. What is antrum? The fluid filled cavity present in the tertiary follicle is called antrum. ಈ fluid ಇದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ liquid ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ? All these granulosa produce fluid. All that excess fluid accumulate at one place and form antrum. One mark question. What is the characteristic feature of tertiary follicle? Your answer is which one? Antrum. During tertiary follicle only, another change what we can see here is the outermost layer called what? Theca layer, which becomes double layered. The theca becomes double layered. What are they? Outer theca externa, outer theca externa, and inner theca interna. Okay, outer theca externa and inner theca interna. This entire structure is called what? ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ನರಿಶ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ಫೈನಲಿ ದ ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್ ಗ್ರೋಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಅ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್? Graafian follicle. A mature follicle called Graafian follicle. What happens? During transformation from tertiary follicle to Graafian follicle, the just now formed what? Secondary oocyte will enter meiosis 2 but get arrested in metaphase 2. Once again, I am going to draw here which one? Secondary oocyte. But dear students, try to understand, is there any difference between the secondary oocyte present in tertiary follicle, secondary oocyte present in Graafian follicle? Yes. It is the just now formed secondary oocyte by the completion of meiosis 1 complete ಆಗಿರುವ oocyte ಇದು. ಆದರೆ the secondary oocyte present in the Graafian follicle is the one that entered meiosis 2 but arrested in metaphase 2. Remember, it is the one that has arrested in metaphase 2 stage. Now what happens? This secondary oocyte at this stage, you want me to draw again first polar body? No. Draw ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ first polar body? ಬೇಡ. ಯಾಕೆ? It will undergo degeneration. ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. During this period, the secondary oocyte gets covered by a layer of glycoprotein. I repeat, it gets covered by ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ? A layer of glycoprotein. This glycoprotein layer around secondary oocyte is called zona pellucida. Not sona. It is zona, Z-O-N-A, zona pellucida. Zona pellucida is made up of what? Glycoprotein. Note this, important for NEET. Okay, glycoprotein. Now, as usual, what happens is, the number of which one? Granulosa cells, what happens? Increases. Okay. Can you recall once again till I draw this? What is the function of granulosa? The granulosa helps in production of fluid. That fluid help in the nourishment of what? Nourishment of the growing oocyte. But every time when this follicle grow, andre follicle anta helidre a entire structure grow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದ ಹಾಗೆ the number of granulosa cell increases. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the fluid synthesize become excess. ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. that excess fluid, right, that excess fluid accumulates and form a fluid filled cavity. And what is that fluid filled cavity called? Antrum. Okay. What is the another job of granulosa cell? It produces, very important, not pregnancy hormone called progesterone. Try to understand. It produces the female sex hormone. What is that? Estrogen. It produces the estrogen hormone. And during Graafian follicle formation, what happens is these granulosa cells undergo rearrangement. The granulosa cells undergo ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು? Rearrangement. How? Some of the granulosa are arranged in the periphery, some are found covering the oocyte. This is how, right? And at last what you will find? The outermost two layers, what are they? Theca interna, and one more is what? Theca externa. Okay, this entire is the structure of which one? Graafian follicle. Try to understand. Okay, during this time the secondary oocyte, the characteristic of this is covered by a layer called what? Zona pellucida. Zona pellucida is a cellular layer or non-cellular layer? Non-cellular. ಯಾವುದೇ cells ಇಂದ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. Instead it is made up of glycoprotein. And what is this? The fluid filled space called every time what happens? enlarges. It is the antrum. Clear? This entire is the structure of Graafian follicle. On middle of the menstrual cycle, andre on 14th day of the menstrual cycle, what happens is the Graafian follicle will rupture. The entire follicle will rupture and expel secondary oocyte. By the rupturing of Graafian follicle, what will come out? Secondary oocyte will come out. Do it come out alone? No. Try to understand. While coming out of the ovary, secondary oocyte is still covered by zona pellucida and few layers of granulosa cell. Dear students, while releasing of this oocyte on 14th day of the menstrual cycle by process called ovulation, can you see this? Is to entire structure. ಈ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಓವರಿಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೇವಲ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ oocyte ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಝೋನಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾನ್ಯುಲೋಸಾ. ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಫಿಮ್ರಿಯೆ, reaches ampullary region. Just before the completion of fertilization, what happens? The secondary oocyte at ampullary region complete meiosis to divide into two unequal cells, a tiny cell called second polar body which undergo degeneration, a larger called ovum. Is that clear? This is a very important one. Try to understand. I repeat it once again. Before the birth of the female baby, millions of oogonia are formed. Explanation ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, millions of oogonia are formed before the birth. After birth, no oogonia are formed or added. Next line. Okay, immediately these oogonia enter meiosis 1 but arrested in prophase 1. And that cell is called primary oocyte. Next, primary oocyte covered by a layer of granulosa cell and the entire structure is called primary follicle. Note, neat point, granulosa cell helps in number 1, nourishment of the growing oocyte by producing the fluid. Number 2, production of female sex hormone called estrogen. Now I can say, before birth, millions of primary follicle are formed. After birth, 2 to 20 lakh follicle will be left. After attaining puberty, 60 to 80,000 follicle will be left. Next line. After attaining puberty, under the influence of FSH, primary follicle grow into secondary follicle, during which the number of granulosa cell increases and are covered by a new theca layer. Next line. Secondary follicle transforms into tertiary follicle. During this time, the primary oocyte complete meiosis 1 and divide into two unequal cells, unequal haploid cells, a tiny called first polar body, a larger called secondary oocyte. Okay, next line. Tertiary follicle is identified by the presence of a fluid filled cavity called antrum. One mark question. During this time, the theca layer becomes two layered, that is outer theca externa and inner theca interna. Okay, next line. Tertiary follicle grow into a mature what? Graafian follicle. During this period, the secondary oocyte enter meiosis 2 but arrested in the metaphase 2 stage. Now at this time it is covered by a non-cellular glycoprotein coat called what? Zona pellucida. Okay, this is the structure of which one? Graafian follicle. Next line. On middle of the menstrual cycle, Graafian follicle rupture and expel secondary oocyte. But ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಕೇವಲ secondary oocyte ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಈ entire structure ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, and the process is called ovulation. Next line. Secondary oocyte reach ampullary region just before the completion of fertilization, what happens? Meiosis 2 will be completed. It divide into two unequal cells, a tiny cell called second polar body and a larger cell called ovum. Okay, if the sperm does not reach the ampulla, the secondary oocyte will undergo degeneration. It is a 5-mark question, very important point. This chart is compulsory, you have to write. ಆದರೆ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಬರೆಯುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 2 marks. ಫಾರ್ 3 marks ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡ್ರಾ ದಿಸ್, ಬಟ್ ವೈಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ what explained in your answer. This is compulsory.